Sky-high airfares are hampering your summer vacation plans. Here's a secret. Most airlines have magical dates when they quietly drop prices dramatically. And here to share some of the magic is Charisse Jones, national travel business correspondent for USA Today. Good morning, Charisse.
Good morning.
So when do the airlines decide, and how do they decide when to lower these rates?
You know, airlines kind of have their own secret sauce formula, their own mojo for figuring out when to cut ticket prices. They look at previous year's booking patterns, what the booking patterns are like this summer, when the kids get out of school, what the fuel prices are like, and all those factors come together for them to decide when to cut the ticket prices so they can fill their planes.
You say that there is a great deal from New York to Los Angeles, which I've never heard. It's a cross-country adventure on August 29th. Tell us about this fare.
Absolutely. You can go from New York to Los Angeles for about $400 versus $530, which is a good chunk of change that you can spend on souvenirs, to spend in getting a better hotel room, getting a nicer meal at a nicer restaurant. And who doesn't want to go to California, right? You go to Los Angeles, you rent your convertible, you go down Sunset Boulevard with the top down, or you can shoot up to San Francisco, which is my hometown, and it's about the same price. So you can go to the Golden Gate Bridge, go to Napa Valley, do some wine tasting, go to the Redwood Forest. So it's a beautiful part of the country that everybody wants to go to. So if you can get a deal to go, why not do it?
Right. Another big day for domestic travel is September 3rd. And you suggest booking shorter flights on this day, like Chicago to Philadelphia.
Right. Those are medium haul flights, right, that are about 1,250 miles. So you can go from Chicago to Philadelphia for $316 versus $400. And I think of Philly as kind of like a more manageable New York City. It's a little bit less intense, but it's really gorgeous. You've got the museums. You can run up the steps like Rocky. You can go see the Liberty Bell. And it's, you've got a few extra dollars in your pocket to play with when you get there.
Another date you picked, July 1st. You say for flights less than 500 miles, like Los Angeles to San Francisco. July 1st is the day?
Yeah, I mean, it really starts now, throughout the summer because, they want to compete with driving traffic. You can make this drive yourself, and they want you to fly instead. So the savings is a little bit less. It's about $50 because the tickets are only about $150 to $200 anyway, but that's still a few extra dollars in your pocket. And instead of driving 6 hours up the coast from LA to San Francisco, you can fly and get there in 1 hour and get your vacation started a little sooner.
Now, let's look at Europe here, because you said there are a couple of nice deals in Europe, particularly the first one on August 20th is a magic day.
Oh, yeah.
And for a trip to Frankfurt from Chicago?
Absolutely. You can save about $400. So this is a huge chunk of money. And a lot of times when people go to Europe, they want to go to Paris and London and Rome, and they don't think about Frankfurt. But it's a really gorgeous city. It's on the Rhine River. It's got these beautiful museums and art galleries and these great restaurants. It's a real conversation starter. A lot of your friends may not have been there. You can be the first to go, and you can get there for a really good price.
I assume the weather in fall is good there also?
Right. It's kind of mild. It's not as hot. It may not be as crowded. It's not the height of tourism season, so it won't be as congested. So it's a really fun time to be there.
Here's the one I like, August 26th, a late summer visit to Paris.
Right, who doesn't want to go to Paris, right? The city of lights and love. And you can save about $300 going from D.C. to Paris, which is a really big savings. Go down the Champs-Élysées, go to the Eiffel Tower, have coffee on the Grand Boulevard. And when you get a deal to go to Europe, you really want to grab it because the tickets have a lot of taxes and surcharges tacked on. So when you can save a few dollars, you really want to go.
Well, I love that you've actually given us concrete dates. Very helpful. Charisse Jones, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.